Alright, I'm basing my wolves, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a video on how I base my wolves and the steps that I go through to do it. So here we go. Alright, I use cork. I know a lot of you guys probably don't use cork because you think it's kind of corny or everybody's doing it. Fuck off. It's easy, it's cheap, and it adds a little bit of character to my minis. If I was a better painter and I entered my minis in contests and competitions, I would probably use something different, but I don't, so I'm not gonna. I just want to add a little bit of character to my minis. So I pretty much just get a piece of cork and rip it up however I want it to look and glue it on, and it comes out. It does the job. Then once I have it on there, I'll use this as an example because there's a wolf. One of the wolves is kind of bent over, which would make it kind of a pain in the ass to paint when it's on a base. So I left it off, so I can paint it while it's off, and then I'll glue it on when I get it painted, and it's not so much of a pain in the ass, and I'll finish it when it's on the base. But I base coated it with some undercoat black that I had lying around, Citadel undercoat black, and then to fill in the cracks I used a black wash. This I use that black, whatever the black wash is called now. Anything will work, it really doesn't matter. You just don't want too much of the color of the cork to shine through, or else you really look like a douchebag. So that's that, and then once that's all dry, I do a dry brush with Codex Gray or white or a lighter color just to bring out the highlights on the cork to make it actually look kind of like rock. You can sort of see it if it will focus here. There you go. You can see the little bit of the highlights there. There we go. Yep. All right. So yeah, it comes out pretty decent. And then I paint the plastic base white. I used skull white for this, just because I want the base to look like the ground, and I don't want to have to put so many layers of my snow material on the plastic base to cover up the black from the base. So this makes that step a little bit easier, but I don't paint the tops of the rock white because I kind of want the rock to show through. So yeah, that's pretty much that step, and then this is the finished product on one of my gray hunters. It comes out pretty good. See if I can get it to focus. You suck. Focus. Get the shakes. I just had it. There we go. And it comes out pretty good, and it's not as expensive as flock, and it lasts for forever. This hasn't begun to yellow. I know that some people talk about that it yellows. If it does, you can throw a little dry brush of white probably right over it, and that would fix it, I could imagine. But I don't know, mine hasn't turned white yet. So that's the finished product. It comes out pretty good. I like it, and since I base all my Space Wolves in snow bases, it makes it easy. So to get the baking soda to stick, I use just regular white glue. Water it down a little bit to be able to get it in the cracks, and sometimes you have to do a couple of layers, but other than that, it's pretty easy and cheap. So those are the materials that I use, and that's the finished product. Comes out pretty good. I like it. Nobody's ever complained. For this video, I'm gonna do a little thing where when I put up videos, if I'm painting or if I'm basing or doing something, that I'm gonna talk about, if I'm listening to music, what I'm listening to, and if I'm drinking beer, what I'm drinking. This video, I was listening to Vital Remains and Nile and I just had a little mix going, um, just of all my Vital Remains stuff, and two Nile records, Black Seeds of Vengeance, and those Whom the Gods Detest. They're both really good, technical, brutal death metal bands. Good to paint Space Wolves too. And this video I was drinking Sam Adams Black Lager. It's a good beer. If you like a heavier lager, you know, I like it a lot. So that's about it. I finished my, oh, that's it for that. I finished my Thunderwolf Cav, putting them together, and once I get them based and base coated, I'll do a little video detailing that. So keep your eyes out, and all that fun stuff. Comment, whatever, do whatever you want to do. Keep watching, and I'll check you guys later. All right.